I, Eric, 22, live in a four-bedroom apartment with my roommates John, who is 21, Paul, who is 20, and Paul's little brother Sean, who is 19. We've been living together for the past 3 years while attending college. Although Sean is new, having replaced our old roommate who graduated. He just started college. When I first decided to go to school in the city, my uncle offered me the use of his apartment, which he used to rent out to students, but instead of just letting me stay there, he went a step further. He gave me the apartment outright, no strings attached. It's been an incredible opportunity, and I'm grateful every day for it. When my friends and I all decided to room together, I just let them think we were all renting the place equally. They never questioned it, and I never felt the need to correct them. I guess part of me worried that if they knew I owned the place, things would get weird between us, and they might treat me differently. I never charged them more than a fair market rate, and I used their rent to cover maintenance, utilities, and building fees. The rest I saved or put towards my expenses. It seemed harmless to keep it quiet. Everything was fine. Until one day, Paul noticed a bill with my name on it. It was a property tax bill, and Paul, being naturally curious, asked me why I was receiving tax bills for the apartment. I didn't see the point in lying, so I came clean. I told him my uncle had given me the apartment 3 years ago when I started college, and I've owned it ever since. That's when everything went downhill. They were blindsided. They had no idea that I owned the place and had thought all this time that we were all in the same boat, struggling to make ends meet. They'd seen me have more disposable income than them, never stressing about money, and now it all made sense to them, just not in a good way. Since then, I've noticed they're holding it against me in a few ways. They've been distant, especially Paul and Sean. They don't invite me to hang out as much, and when they do, it's awkward. I can feel the tension in the room, and it's like there's an invisible wall between us. They still talk and joke among themselves, but I'm often left out. It's like they think I'm not one of them anymore because I lied about my situation. There have been a lot of passive-aggressive comments about money lately. John made a snide remark about how some of us have to actually pay rent when we were talking about getting food delivered. Paul joked about how nice it must be to never have to worry about bills. It's little stuff, but it adds up, and it's clear they're not just joking around. They've started to subtly expect me to do more around the apartment. If something breaks or needs fixing, they drop hints that since I own the place, it's my responsibility to handle it. John asked me point blank why I didn't just pay for a professional cleaner since I can afford it. They never had these expectations before, and now it feels like they think I owe them something extra. I get why they're upset. They've been struggling with rent, bills, and college expenses, all while assuming I was doing the same. In reality, I was just sitting on this advantage they never knew about. But from my perspective, I never lied. I just didn't tell them everything. I wasn't trying to deceive them. I just didn't want it to affect our friendship. I charged them fair rent, and I haven't used my ownership to boss them around or anything. So, am I the asshole for not telling my roommates that I own the apartment we all live in?